When you first started learning Korean, didn't you ever think, wow, there's so many adverbs that mean very in this language? I certainly felt that way. Since Korean is a heavily verb-oriented language, it is natural to have many adverbs. Today, I'm going to talk about very in Korean. Let's start with this one. 와, 이거 되게 맛있다. The word 되게 comes from the adjective 되다, which means to be thick. It was formed by combining the adjective stem 돼 with the adverb-forming ending 게. Even the 된 in 된장 shares the same root. By the way, 장 refers to any kind of sauce or seasoning used to flavor food. So if you were to translate 되게 literally based on its origin, it carries the nuance of densely or intensively. 오늘 엄청 힘들었어. In the word 엄청, the syllable is an old native Korean word that means big. I'm actually not sure where the 청 came from. You can also find the same in 엄마 and 엄지. Interestingly, the 지 in 엄지 is a Sino-Korean word for fingers. So 엄지 is actually a mix of two different linguistic roots. You can also find traces of this root in the word 어금니. 이번 여행 너무 좋았어요. 너무 is a very old native Korean word. It evolved from the verb 넘다, which means to exceed or to go beyond. So when you say 너무, you're literally saying something has gone beyond the limit. 제게 베풀어주신 친절에 매우 감사드립니다. The word 매우 is actually developed from the adjective 맵다. Regardless of its origin, we rarely use 매우 in casual daily life anymore. It sounds a bit old-fashioned and is mostly used in formal speech or writing. That being said, it sounds beautiful and polite when you hear it. Finally, we have 아주. This one also has such a long history that's hard to trace exactly when it was created. It shares the same meaning of very, but it feels a bit more formal. Sorry about my unclear voice today, it's my asthma. Anyway, of course, word choice always comes down to personal preference, and as long as you can communicate your meaning, I think there is no problem. But I wanted to make this video because I believe it's always better to know the history and nuance behind what you are saying. 또 봐요!